Good morning, Mr. Dixon. Well, good night. Today I'm going to talk to you about the 2006 Germany FIFA World Cup economy effect and on the actual country. Okay, well, a time to make friends is the official motto for the FIFA World Cup 2006, and Germany is awaiting a lot of visitors from all over the world. 32 national teams will battle for the FIFA World Cup in 12 cities in Germany, starting in 9th of June and ending the 9th of July. Franz Beckenbauer will host the event and lots of cultural activities will take place. The 2006 FIFA World Cup is expected to generate an extra 1.7 million stays across 2006 as a whole. At present, the tourism industry is well prepared to welcome its international visitors. Germany looks forward to this event as a great opportunity to showcase its culture and hospitality. Well, there are a lot of predictions made by all kinds of people. The German bank predicts that the soccer spectacle, which is expected to attract hundreds of thousands of visitors to Germany in June and July next year, will boost economic growth, or meaning when a nation's total output of goods and services increases over time. So it will boost its economic growth, business, and generate as much income in 2006 as economic reforms planned by the new government. Okay. Um, the World Cup could result in an economic growth impulse of around zero point 0.3 percentage points. Stefan Stieb, a head of research at LRP, told a news conference. They expect Germany gross domestic product, or the dollar value, of all final goods and services and structures produced within a country's borders, in a 12-month period. Growth of 1.7% next year, with the tournament forecast to contribute much to that growth. There will also be tourism. So the influx of tourists into Germany is predicted to add an extra 5 million overnight stays in hotels and youth hostels, which in turn would contribute to an estimated 1.5 billion euros worth of direct tourism related spending according to the LRP. This figure could go as high as 2.4 billion euros through the indirect effects of the World Cup. For example, the needs of the people, or the basic requirements of survival, and that include food, clothing, shelter, like for example restaurants, hotels, etc. Besides the needs, we always have the wants, which is the same, which is a way of expressing the needs, like other touristic activities that Germany might offer to tourists. Another indirect effect. For more than 4 months after the World Cup, the German economy is rising, they say, but the same can hardly be said for the country's soccer. The world's biggest sports event ended July 9th in Berlin, and now Germany is grappling with contradictions as it tries to assess the tournament's lasting impact. The First Division Bundesliga is averaging a record 38,900 fans this season, although the quality of play leaves much to be desired. In the lower leagues, stadium violence has become alarming, and politicians and police are trying to regain control. The atmosphere in the stadium is better than the actual performance of the teams, said Franz Beckenbauer, head of Germany's World Cup effort. But the World Cup is still with us. Even if the euphoria couldn't last, Bayern Munich, off to its worst Bundesliga start in 32 years, is just one of the clubs booed for weeks by home fans because of its uninspired plays. The police union demanded the money be used to pay for the huge labor they gave force required for the World Cup, which drew 2 million visitors. Labor meaning the people with all their efforts, abilities, and skills, in this case the policemen. Officers registered 70,000 hours of overtime. Besides the time they had to work, they registered 70,000 more hours, working non-stop. Well, other companies that profited from World Cup. In the microeconomic sphere, the big winner was official sponsor Adidas. Adidas Salomon had doled out approximately 56.5 million US dollars for exclusive marketing rights from FIFA going into World Cup 2006, Adidas reported a 37% rise in sales in first quarter 2006. The firm ultimately reported sales of 1.5 billion US dollars during World Cup 2006, an increase of 30%. The firm reported sales of 15 million replica footballs, dead on with the pre-tournament estimate and way up from the 6 million sold during the last World Cup, which was in 2002 in Korea and Japan. Durex Condoms spokesman was happy to report to German news outlet that his firm reported a 30% rise in sales during this World Cup. Interestingly enough, the world's oldest profession itself was among the biggest losers at World Cup 2006. Munich chief of police was quoted in a news saying that the World Cup 2006 was a bust for brothels and private operators. The fans, he said, were more interested in hanging out and drinking beer than going to prostitutes, he claimed. So, as you can see, these are all the economic effects that it gave rise after the 2006 World Cup in Germany. So, yeah, thank you.